A lot of people don't know that the Merlion doesn't sprout water 24/7. There we go. I'm Yafiq Yusman. I've been photographing Singapore for more than 10 years. And somehow, I still find things I've never noticed before. People think the city is all big icons and shiny buildings. But the fun part is everything in between. The moments you only catch when you're not rushing anywhere. Today, I'm taking you around my Singapore, the way I like to see it, one photo at a time. So, this is where we'll start. I like coming here early. The light's softer, and the city hasn't fully switched on yet. This place has been photographed a million times, but every morning behaves a little differently. The light changes, the angles feel calmer, and for a few minutes, the city feels like it's yours. After sunrise, I like to slow things down a bit. Hi, can I get the kaya butter set, the set C?
Okay, the drinks?
I will get coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. Nothing beats a simple coffee and toast to start the day. Now that we have seen the city center wake up, let's go somewhere with a totally different mood. I'm heading to the east, one of my favorite places to photograph. This is Tampines Greenridges, a new HDB estate that caught my eye because of how the lines and greenery work together. Nothing loud, nothing trying too hard, just clean shapes, soft colors, and pockets of space. I want to understand the thinking behind all this, so I'm meeting Melvin, one of the architects who helped shape this place.
Good to see you. Welcome to Greenridges.
Okay, so Melvin, what is the idea behind Greenridges?
We looked at what HDB used to be and what we could do that was different. If you notice the design of the space, there are a few key elements in this place. Number one, we have the buildings looking almost like typical HDB flats with corridors. But what we did was we used a series of precast concrete elements, and that's what you see on the facade, which is the green strips. Those are three-dimensional precast elements that create a twist to the facade design. The other thing was, if you notice, we're actually standing on a space that is elevated. We're on the second floor. We are on what we call a E-deck or landscape deck, which is raised over the car parks below.
How do you balance aesthetic and everyday practicality?
Design is important, and design isn't only about aesthetics. Design is about making the lives of people better. So it's not against the everyday practicality. In fact, we rely on looking at how people work and live every day, and we see how we can improve that through design.
Walking around with an architect is always interesting. They point out things you never think about.
Here we are in the middle of the two blocks. It's quite a nice time. You get to see the sun hitting the twisted facades. So the idea with the colors was also that we'll create a nice, soothing kind of a facade for the residents. Just look downwards, you'll also see that space, which is the quieter valley of the development.
The varying heights of the blocks, the green strips along the facades, the way the views open up at a certain angles, it's all intentional. Oh, that's nice. Wow.
So
That
the
is
shadow,
nice.
the shadow cuts out, right?
The more you walk, the more the design makes sense. It's meant to feel like you're living inside a park. And when you are here, it really does. Not far from the Greenridges is Greenvines. It has the same planning DNA, but with its own personality. The textured facade catches light differently. The colors here lift the whole space. Great for photos and also great for people living here.
The contrast is quite great.
Yeah.
This is taking full sun, that one has some shadow.
I love when I get this kind of lights because I like the differentiation between the dark and like the bright. It's a playful estate. Feels like it invites you to walk a little slower and explore the corners. You know what, Melvin, like the first time when I'm here, I'm just like, wow, because it's unique. It's like the color is bold. What is the reason of that bold colors?
It's funny you say that. I actually have a red strap.
True.
And a lot of our cameras are actually usually black. And as photographers, sometimes we pick a color just to give it a bit of pop. So if you look at this space, it's not different spatially from most other HDBs, but the colors give it that extra oomph. But just because there's a slight change and a red, and suddenly it feels refreshing, it feels a bit bolder. The red does something to it, and I think the colors add dimension to it.
How do you design something that is so bold, but yet it works in everyday life?
Design has always been a process in terms of trial and errors, and we know what works through our body of work. So I guess it's also about being sensitive. We have to be sensitive to the way people use things and also how they feel when they've used something that you've designed.
As we wrap up our walk, Melvin points me to another spot worth checking out.
So Yafiq, if you're headed back to the city after this, you can visit another HDB that has interesting pops of red.
Okay.
That's the Seligi Road HDB. They've got these nice panels of red.
Okay, all right. I think I know which one.
Yeah, and if you can frame that straight on, it would make quite a nice image.
Yeah, I think I will check it out. So I keep walking, looking for more of the corners most people miss. Different places. This is a very underrated viewpoint. Different moods. But each one shows me a new way of looking. The curve is pretty unique. I spend most of the day shooting alone, but sometimes you need other eyes. So I head west to join a small group of people, all with the same habit of exploring through a lens. So we're going to start with like the pagoda, try to interact with each other and like learn something from each other also.
So I think you're 18 on crop.
Josh and I run photo walks every now and then. It keeps things fresh.
What I enjoy about it is getting to shoot with fellow photographers who have the same mindset, same passion, and to go and explore new places and new perspectives to shoot. I think better if you have a bit of the building, so you at least have an idea where you are.
Is there any different when you shoot alone and when you shoot with a group of people?
So sometimes when I shoot alone, I have a fixed perspective that I want to shoot, then I leave the area. But when I shoot with a group of people, then to come together, there's a creative process that takes place. All of us can chime in with different perspectives and different shots that we want to take.
So what have you guys learned today?
I think for me, I don't do like a lot of portrait shoots.
Okay.
So I get like tips on how to shoot for portraits and then what commands do you give to like the people to kind of pose and stuff like that.
How about you, Kalin?
I get to see like how people give them like mini directions, which lighting is better for the model when they stand. You get to meet new people and also like you'll be in a group, then you explore together. Then when you see something interesting, then we'll share with one another.
So where you stand, try to see the first pillar, right, one, then the behind one, that got another one, right? So try to balance it out. Angle this side a bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, step. Okay, all good. That's what today's walk is about. A reminder that the same place can look completely different through someone else's lens. You learn a lot by seeing how other people see. After a full day out, I always end the same way, somewhere quiet, somewhere open, just to slow the day down a little. The city changes by the minute, but what we choose to notice, that stays. I don't set out to find the perfect shot. I just try to notice the city a little better. We forget how much thought goes into the places we pass through. Photography helps me see the small things. Design makes them possible. Maybe that's what photography really is. Not capturing the city, but learning how to see it again.